So let's move to the second question. Okay. So this is one of the questions which I have even posted in my LinkedIn profile also a few days back. How do Docker containers end up with those unique names? So what do I mean by that? Okay, let me share my screen. So let me run this command, Docker container run. Okay, I can give any name, or let me say that I want to run, or let's say in detached mode, CentOS. Okay, let's say this container died, so don't worry about it. The thing which I want to show you guys. Okay, so this is the container that I have just booted up. It died, which is fine. I'm not worried about it. If you look at the last column, you will see this thing, optimistic Shamir. So let me copy this guy so that it will be much easier for you to see, guys. Okay, so here is the names, right? Name column. And there you are seeing this funny kind of a name called optimistic Shamir. Anyone know how Docker create this name for you? If I run one more container, or if you look at the other container which are running on that system, you will see some name this Stoic, McLaren. Anyone know from where Docker is getting these names?
I think we can give the names for each Docker while we are making an image. It seems, I think, Prashant.
Yes, I mean, you can always give a flag called hyphen hyphen name. And you can specify your own name. But okay, yeah. So Himanshu is aware of that. So basically, under the hood, Docker is going to read this file called names.generator.go. Okay. And what Docker is doing is picking up something, it is using something called a rand, which is a random. So basically, it is going to pick one name from the left from this string, and there is something called right. So it is picking one from the left, one from the right, concatenate it together, and it is going to generate a name for you. Okay. So this is nothing technical. This is something which is happening under the hood. Docker is doing it for you, and you don't need to worry about it. So just simple thing. It is using something called rand, which is a random, and it is picking one name from the left. So let me show you this guy. So for example, we can take this one, optimistic Shamir. So optimistic, it picked from the left. Okay. And if you do this guy, Shamir, why I'm not able to see this? Yeah, this Shamir, sorry, I don't know why. So it picked this one from the right, and then it is going to concatenate it. Okay. There is one question which is asked by someone, is there is a possibility of name collision? So for example, when Docker is trying to create this name for you, right, this guy, is there any possibility that this name is being used by any other container and it is going to create a name collision? So what do you guys think? You got my question, right? Let's say I spun up a container and Docker at that time, it is picking up randomly. Okay. And let's say it picked this guy, Stoic and McLaurin. And can it be possible that the container has the same name? So let me try to do this. Docker run. Okay. And let me try to give this guy hyphen name. I can pick any image Ubuntu and let's say bash. So if I try to give a name to a container which already exists, it is going to create a conflict. Okay. Because it say, okay, this name is already been used, so you cannot use this name. But what will happen in the case of a Docker container? Yeah, Himanshu, I know it's not possible, but what do you guys think? What is happening behind the scene? Or Gangadhar? I'm even showing you the code. I don't know how many of you. I mean, I even don't know the Go programming, but at least I can read the code. Okay. So in order to understand that, you need. I mean, uh, you don't need to understand the Go programming. Just telling you something randomly. First thing is, you cannot give a name this boring Wozniak. You might know this guy. He's the founder of Apple. So if you try to give this to your container, it is not going to work. Second thing, if you look at the code and this line number 856, there is something called a retry logic. So the way this happened, like the way that I have run this command and it sees, okay, this name is already been used. So when Docker is trying to assign that name to a container, which has already been used. So let's say it is picking something randomly, right? It picks something from the left, it picks something from the right. And it picks up a name, which happens randomly, and it tries to assign to your container, and it see, okay, this name is already been used. So it uses this retry logic again. So it will retry up to a time till it will get a unique name for you. Okay. So this is all happening under the hood. You don't need to worry about it, but just telling you from where exactly. So this is why it is calling this get random name kind of a function, and it is having this retry logic. And that is one of the reason that why always the name that you are getting out from the Docker is always unique.